Hello guys, I'm going to do a coin video as I haven't done one for ages. Let the birds have a break. Their stardom is enough. This is a 1998 £2 coin, and I want to show you a heavily magnified inscription. And I've got 5 £2 to do it in, so, and it's a bit cock-handed, so let's hope we can do this without too much problem. But it is, anything that's really magnified is a pain, but here we go. So, and what you need to do is, if you can, freeze the video. I don't know whether you can do it so you can get the individual alphabet letters so that you know what they look like, because what we're going to see hopefully is how they disappear into the ridges of the reeds. The reeds are the long lines in longitude as such, and you can see that the alphabet is slanted. That's to try and stop it from doing exactly what I'm trying to show you. So this is standing on the trouble is this camera goes off because the magnifying, it starts going blurred because I've got a cable. It's always there's an excuse with me, and for good reason, but let's try. Come on. No, it's not going to behave. Come on, a little bit more. No. This might be a no-no. Let's get that M back in. Oh, it is in focus, so I don't know what's wrong with this. Oh, there it is. That's better. I know what it is. It's because of the foam. I've got this seated in so that when I let go, you should be able to see. Now the eye, you can see that if that was to be upright instead of slanted, that would fall straight into the ridge between the two reeds. And that's what happened with the 1998 Rugby World Cup. And people were saying that it's missing a 1. It's not missing a 1, it's just fallen into the reed. It's a poor strike, that's all it is. It's not an error. Well, it is an error. Now you can see on this that the first downstroke of the N is twisted, and that's exactly what it's trying to do. It's trying to fall on that reed. It's trying to fall on it. It's trying to stay on it, so it's curving. It's not a proper angle. The other thing is, hopefully by the end of this you will understand that there's different type fonts being used. I didn't know it. I just thought it was this error. This is a poor G, I think, because it's curved, and that's not really good enough, is it? It's just not good enough. A G has a cross member. Oh, come on. There's an O. And there's another N. Not such a bad one this time. Not such a bad one. You can also see as we're spinning this coin how the font is off center. It's towards the top. But this is a great thing about having a magnifier. You know, you can really you can really check a coin out. You really can. Nice T, and look how that T is not really curving. Yeah, it's over the ridge. Pretty good, isn't it? There's a relatively good H. When you see the other one standing on the shoulders, the H in the shoulders on this coin is bad. Oops. There's a pretty fair E. No, not a fairy, a fair E. Now, the other thing you might say is, oh well, this is only an inscription and it's very fine. That's not the point. If you got this in a proof set, would you be happy? Now notice the difference in the S on this one. The S is, the top of the S is trying to dip and it's gone thin. And yet if you look at the next one, and I can't show you this because I've got both hands used. So the one to the right, to the left, is weak, and the one to the right is okay. And here is the shoulders. Here's the H of the shoulders. And why did I say that was poor? Oh, I don't know. So it must have been the first one that's poor. But I don't know. They both look pretty well to me. Anyway. An O that looks like a square. A U. An L. You can see all the bits of dust and dirt. You wouldn't, if you was looking at its coin, you wouldn't be able to see that. Just looking at it. There's a nice D. That's what a D should look like. Not like a box. A D, an O. A D should look like that. Now there's a good E. That is a lovely E. But what you tend to find with the E's is the cross members of the top, middle and bottom usually get so distorted it's unreal. Let's get that R into. Looks like a little TV on legs. Do you remember what they used to look like? Now there's a bold S. A lovely S. See, we've got near enough a square O. Nice F. The F is generally pretty distorted on these coins. So we're looking for a G, which is there. And look at the difference between that G and standing. Oh jeez. Where are you? Come on, come back. See, it's turned into a blob. There's not even a backward stroke on that bottom G of the G. The dirt doesn't help, but I don't think you could even cleaning that wouldn't make any difference. There's another good eye. but you can see, you can understand how hard it must be for a machine to stamp this in. Now why is this A not focusing? No, it looks like when I whacked that, it knocked it out. Nope, it's just not behaving. Now why is that then? Let's get it, so that's in focus. Come on, where are you? It's really weird. It doesn't matter, you need a proper mount for the coin. I was going to try and use one, but I don't think it would be successful. So I'm just trying to... There, hang on, let me let go. So there's the A. I'm sorry, this is because it's in foam. It's the only way that I can keep the coin upright and do everything else in the meantime. I just haven't got enough pairs of hands. Because the left side is really slanted, it looks like the left leg of the A is longer than the right leg. But that, I'm afraid, it looks like dirt has hidden it. Oh, it really is a pain. Oh, there's the T. So let's try and... It is a shame that this can't... Let me... I don't think you will, because it's at a slant. Let's see if I can do it this way, because that is really bad. Let's get this into focus. Come on, where is the coin? There's the coin. Right, so you need to be around this way. This might be better. Let's try. Let's try. Yes. Yeah, might be. But now you can clearly see that the font is off centre towards the top. Oh yeah, this is much better. Much better. That G's just missed that edge knock. Look at that edge knock. I'm surprised it's there at all. And then we come to a really wonky cross. There's not much you can do with that, but that would be considered a sign of a fake because it's that bad. You may identify it as a cross quite easily, but you wouldn't identify the ends that look like clubs. You would just assume that that's dirt. And then the south leg has not gone across. The south leg has stopped on top of the reed. Near enough. So we'll go round once more on this. so that you understand, get a better idea. But if you was looking to collect a coin and you really wanted to know its true condition, this is definitely the tool you need. Definitely. Without a shred of a doubt. Nice T. Gone into the reed, gone into the ridge. That's why the H is in the. It's the H in the. It's the H in the that's messy. It's all over the place. Yeah, that's bold. That's nice. Right. So that was 2015. No, it wasn't. It was 1998. If I remember rightly. Let's have a look. Quick look. Don't want to lead you up. Yeah, it's 1998, and this is now 1999. So we've come to the start. There's a lovely S. Nice T. Maybe a bit short. There's the extended leg of the A. That's a perfect A. That's the extended leg of the A. So if you keep looking at this, you'll get used to what's what when you get a bad one. See, the G does spin backwards, the tail of it, but there's dirt there, so it looks like more like a blob. The O's not very good, is it? But I have to give that credit because there's a few really bad edge knocks there, so it might be deformed. The M on the right up a bit is trying to fall into the ridge. Good T, good H, good E, another good S, another good H, not a bad O. You see, they go thin, they go very fine, but this is still readable. That R, both legs look like they're splaying out, but it is an R at least. Lovely of. That is a nice of. And there you see the G where it's spinning back. That's much better G, much better. And again we have the A, longer left than the right. So both of these have been not too bad. Now that's a much better cross, but you're still missing a bit from the bottom on the south leg. But it is more identifiable than the one we just seen. So that's 1999. The next one should be 2001. If I remember rightly, yep, 2001. So back on here. Trying to find the standing. Oh no, it's way off. There is standing. That is not a bad example. Now. No, it's just where the light's shining on it. Let's try and turn that light down a little bit. Come on. Actually, the back part of the D has disappeared. Depending which way you look at it, because it's just come back. No, it is. It's disappearing into the actual reed. See, as you go round, it then comes back into view and is okay. Peculiar, isn't it? Can't get much out of that G. Let's just try turning it up. No, there's not much there difference. But this is more, well, I was going to say more centralised, but it's not. It's just gone right off. O's perfect. N's good. Actually, oh, that's three. That's 3 coins now. Everything has been pretty good. And that D's doing exactly the same thing. It looks like it's gone, but as you turn it round, it comes into view and it miraculously appears. So when someone's saying about errors or misprints, misstrikes, you really do need to check. Now that F's poor. That's nothing to do with focus. It's where it looks like the legs or the reeds have just bulged out and filled in the F. It could be a dirt issue, but I don't think that is, because the F is okay there. But if you look at it like that, it's not. Well, it is. That's a lie. Actually, I was telling a lot of old bull. It is actually there. G with a backward score is perfect. I perfect. A perfect, has a shorter right leg than a left. And we come to the cross, and that's pretty perfect. Turn up the light a bit. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. The down south stroke is just a tad short, but that's if the thing I saw on YouTube about fakes, it really is hard to stamp that in accordance with the ridges and the reeds, that it's slanted. It really is hard, but that you can tell that the ends are like clubs on a card. It's just that south leg, and that's not bad. It's so minuscule. And come back to the S. That's 3. I was hoping this video was going to be a bit different, but it certainly isn't turning out. I'm proving myself wrong. Oh, this might look a bit different. So this is 2000 and, oh, I've forgotten now. 2008, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, 2001, 2008, I'm sure it was. Yeah, this is 2008. So this is the 4th out of 5 coins. And so far, oops, upside down. So far, they've all, other than the, now this is dropped, so that's dropped below centre. Right, here we go. Yeah, this is a scruffy one. Everything's thin on this coin. Everything's thin. So it looks pretty scruffy. So everything's sort of bending and winding. But it's still readable. The D looks like a D. The G has got that backward curve on the tail. God, I'll tell you what, looking at this like this is better than if you did it by hand. Yeah, the T has exploded a bit, but it's still there. Perfect H. The E is just a tiny bit. Just going to try manoeuvring it around. The middle elongated strike, elongated strike leg is sort of a bit iffy. It's as if it's decapitated itself. Now, there you go. Can you see on the left upright of that U, the ridge has broken it completely. The ridge, you've got two parts. You've got a right and a left, because the ridge has gone straight through the middle of it. These are the sort of things that I wanted to show you. You can see a run of metal on the O, which has just distorted the reed. So if you got this in your proof set, would you be happy? Would you be happy? And there's a proper E compared to that E we just seen. That R's is quite good. Look at the damage there, and everything's still there, even though it's off centre as well. There's a good G. That's a good G. And again, we're just seeing on that left leg, you're just seeing the downward stroke of the N. It's trying to disappear. The ridge is, the reed is trying to deform it. Poor T. Whether that's dirt or not, I don't know. Yes, it's not bad. Now, what about the cross? Not bad. Not bad at all. I wouldn't complain at that. No way. Knowing how hard that is. So actually that's 5, well, it's the 4th coin, and this is 2015. Looking at it this close, wrong way. Oh, did you see the glimpse of that cross? We're in for a Brahma on that one. We're in for a Brahma on that one. Right. Now you have bold text. That's much bolder than the others. So there's been improvements without a doubt, or change of font, because this one is really good. It's bold. That's all I'm trying to say. Is you get a 3D effect. Do you see that? It makes it look like the whole thing is standing above the reeded edge. And do you see how the reeds change shape in size? Some are thin, some are fat. Now, I've not seen many fonts on £2 coins that give it a 3D effect. I'd love to see that in a proof set, because that is quite good. I mean, you've got to give Royal Mint credit for that one, because it is brilliant. And your G there has got the makings of a cross part of the G. So everything's changed. 2015, and they stopped doing these in I can't remember the year. I can't remember the year when they stopped these technology coins. I should know. That should be something I should not even be thinking about, because I'm getting confused with, what the heck's that? It was 2015. It was 2015 that they changed. It went from technology coins to Britannia. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's right, because I had to buy 2015 and 2016? To 2015 being the last year. I'd have to look that up. And you see how scraggy that top member of the E is? But it's still looking like 3D. That's impressive. And look how bold everything is, except for the S's. I'm impressed. I should have done this on my previous videos. You're seeing something that is really good. Really good. See, there's a cross member, G. So it's amazing, isn't it? They finally get to bring out a good font that works and prints, and then do away with it. And there is a perfect 100% perfect cross. Now, do you see how long the leg is? The south leg? And you can, I'm trying not to do this so it's shaking. You can clearly see there the clubs, whichever angle you look at it. I'm just moving it around so you get there. Even that looks 3D like. That's incredible. Absolutely fantastic. When you think how small this is, this inscription is in, it's, you know, you're talking 3 millimeters. Well, it's a pity they didn't do that in the beginning. So I would imagine that T is not an error. That's to do with it being 3D like. That is brilliant. I would never have known that doing it with the eyeglass or on my normal setting. Fantastic. How long's this video been going? It's not telling me. It's hidden. It's hidden, so I don't know how long this has been going for. Right, so oh, there you go. Get this back to here. So I'm working backwards now. You can see that the inner coin has dipped. But just do a quick one. But let's try. No, hang on a minute. Let's try doing it like this, just to show you how magnification really works. So BR, you can't miss that. It might look bad without magnification. The screws are there. 2005. The actual date on this coin is faded. The 1 and the 5. Can you tell the difference between the O and the 1 and the 5? Let's see if I can get the 2 in as well. Not really. It's faded. It's yeah, because if you look at the bottom part of the 5, it's pretty non-existent. But it really puts into perspective when you've got this sort of magnification, what you're looking at. I'm just doing this as a guide for you. There's a double rim. Do you see that? How that is? You've got 2 rims basically. I wish I had done this when I did all my previous videos, because this is really, and there we are, back to the beginning. You really can't tell much with the security feature. You're better off not seeing that under magnification, obviously, because I can't even, it's so close to the camera, I can't even see it. And let's do a reverse, obverse. And that gives you a true indication of how bad the B is. In rank broadly. Let's try and take some light off. Put some on, and no, the B is badly distorted. The coin is dropped, you can tell because of the shadow. So you would see now that G, that's how a G should look like. Let's get that round. That's how a G should look like. But it's not in 3D. Nice rim, consistent. Just trying to go off there, but that's probably because of oh, there you go. It's gone off. Oh no, that's oh, why did that go off then? It's probably because I was going to say I tell a lie, because it just, oh there, yeah, there it goes off just for a short bit into a double. See, most of those beads look like screws. So let's look at the Queen a bit better. Yeah, it's a distorted crown for sure. This would be good on the pound coins for sure. So there you go. That is, that is 5 different dates of technology coins. And it shows you how delicate really the inscription around the edge is. But the point of the matter is, if you got a bad one in your change, and I would imagine that the first 4 we looked at we could find issues with, but they're very, very sort of fine issues that I don't think we could ask for perfection. But with a proof coin, you should. It goes back to an old gripe of mine. If you're going to accept bad striking as BU, then you're belittling a proof coin. If you're saying you can get a brilliant uncirculated proof coin, then you've just blown away the whole grading system, because a proof coin should be perfection. And you know what I've seen in eBay, it could be that the coins have been swapped, the cases have been broken open and resealed. It could be that, I don't know. So what you would need to do is to buy a set from Royal Mint and do it yourself. The trouble is, you've got to realise that if the case is sealed, you're going to ruin it basically, because once you let air in, it'll be open to the air, which will start eroding the perfection, the shine. But again, even saying that, if you bought a singular one, it might be a better idea. But the trouble with eBay is you enter a dispute situation, and no one wants that. You know, no one wants aggravation. But you've got to have, in all currency, you've got to have a standard. And that standard is ruined by introducing BU. It's like Cinderella's with stamps. Not as bad as stamps, because a Cinderella stamp is a stamp that looks like a stamp but isn't actually a stamp. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you like this video, subscribe, hit the like button, because it helps my channel go really quite far, you know. It really does help. Thanks a lot.